time it is for me. Of course, it is time for a long overdue Diet Coke break. This video is going to be my very first get ready with me video. It was fun to do and very intimidating, and I still don't know if I'm actually going to post this or not, but I guess if you're watching this, that means I posted it. And if I have fewer subscribers tomorrow, then I'm sure I know why. But anyway, today I just did sort of a just simple kind of what I do every day, just a basic makeup look. If you would like to see how I did this look today so that you can maybe pick up something that you might be interested in, or so you can say, let me watch this video so that I'll be sure not to ever do what this girl has done, then just keep watching. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope that you have a great afternoon. So let's just go ahead and get to it. So brace yourselves, hold on, and let's go for a ride, and here we go. Alright y'all, so there's no need to adjust. This is really what I look like with no makeup on right now anyway. This is me in the dead of winter, pale, absolutely no sun, no makeup, and for some reason, I don't know why, I'm having just a couple little breakouts. I don't know if it's just, right now I actually think it's a hormonal thing because I'm pretty much wanting to slap anybody who comes into my general direction these days. I'm sure it's hormonal, but anyway, I wanted to go ahead and do this get ready with me. I'm kind of nervous to do this. I just thought I'd walk you guys through just what my regular kind of routine is. I'll let you guys know what I'm using. At this point, you have not been scared away and you still want to see just how I just kind of do my regular makeup, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so the first thing I'm gonna do is put my hair back in just these little clips. I'm going to start off by using my Tarte. This is the Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer that I got. So far I'm really liking this. The formula is a thicker consistency. It's sort of like a cream a little bit. It still has a very silicone-y feel to it. It looks like this. I'm always in search of the next great primer, but from what I can tell, it seems to work very well. I can go ahead and smooth this all over my face. And I like this primer. It has like a light citrusy scent to it, which I actually find kind of energizing, kind of wakes you up in the mornings a little bit. As you guys can all see at this point, and I've mentioned this, so it's no secret, but seeing me with nothing on my face now, you can definitely see what I'm talking about. Problem areas on my face are under my eyes, and I think it's hereditary. My mom had kind of dark eye circles under her eyes. I don't know, it's just, it doesn't matter how much sleep I get. It doesn't matter if I am the most rested I've been in my entire life. I'm going to have these circles under my eyes every single morning and during the day, and you know, they just, it's like they never go away, and I really hate it, but I don't know what to do about it. This is my first time using this new Becca Foundation. I got this with my Birchbox points, so I'm kind of excited to use this. This is the Becca Radiant Skin Satin Finish Foundation. It looks like this right here in the tube, and I got it in the color Shell, and I looked at a bunch of swatches online, so I am just hoping that I made a good decision in this color match. I guess we will see. Color looks like it's probably going to be okay, I think. I know a lot of girls put their foundation on the back of their hand and they use their brush from that, but I can't do that. I actually have to dot my foundation on my actual face. I'm using my brand new beauty blender that I also got from Birchbox with my Birchbox points, and it is so nice and pretty and pink and clean, and oh well, you know, let's dirty it up. So let's just see how this foundation does. I am just, you guys all know how the beauty blender works. I'm just pressing this into my face. I don't know, this might actually be too light for me. I don't know, we'll see. Let me just finish patting this in really quick. Okay, so that is the foundation put on my face. It's okay. Of course, this is my absolute first time using this. I should have gotten or used a foundation that I knew more about to do a tutorial, but you know, you only live once, right? So let's just do the rest of it and hope it all comes together. We'll see what it looks like in the end. What I'm going to do is the my concealer. I'm using the Revlon Age Defying with DNA Advantage concealer under my eyes, and I don't know, I've tried several things. Pat that in a little bit. The tip of the beauty blender. Sometimes I step back and I'm like, I don't think I just did very much at all to help that situation, because like I said, they're always there. I don't know what to do about it. You know, I think it's just, if it's stress and stuff like that, then they're never going to go away. You know what I mean? Tarantino. This is the I Dream Hyperlight. Looks like this in the tube. I love this stuff. I do think this makes them look a little bit lighter, which I'm not sure if that helps or harms, but anyway, I just kind of do it like this. And normally for this part, I just use my finger to kind of pat that in, and I just kind of do what I guess what they say is supposed to be sort of the triangle, a little bit down on my cheekbone and then up. When I have seen myself in pictures and things like that, when I have this on, I find that it looks better than, you know, if I don't have it on. I don't know if it helps or not. I feel like it helps some, a little bit. Who knows at this point. But anyway, okay, and then the next thing that I do is I go in with my setting powder. I always use setting powder. And my skin is combination. I only get really oily on my T-zone, but I still have to set my whole face with a setting powder. I don't know. Somehow I just feel like I'm not, like my face is not completely done unless I use a setting powder. The Tarte Amazonian Clay. This is the Full Coverage Airbrush Foundation, and this is in Fair to Light Neutral. I really, really like this a lot. And what I'm using today, this is my Morphe S19 powder brush, and it looks like this got a little sifter, and you just put your brush in and it just comes out onto the brush. So I'm just going to use this to set my whole face. I don't know why I puff my cheek out like that, but I've always done it, and I just feel like it helps me get everything better. I'm sure it looks ridiculous, but I don't know. That's my feeling on the whole situation. This is a really good powder. It really is. It feels nice on your skin, and it just kind of buffs in. Like I said, it's actually supposed to be used as a foundation. And I do, in the summer when I have a little more color, I do use it as a foundation, but, you know, I really, it's like it adds this other, just, like a nice, you know, I don't know, like a nice smooth look. It really does. So, that is that. Okay. And I didn't really have to use any extra concealer on these. Well, I guess I could use it on this blemish, but I don't know. I don't know. My foundation and stuff kind of covered it up okay. So I don't feel like I need to add any extra concealer on that, which I was kind of thinking I would have to. So the next thing I'm going to do is just set underneath my eyes on top of what I just did. For that, I just use my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. And this is the one in Dim Light, and that is what that looks like there. You set my under eye with this and kind of brighten it up a little bit more. I am using the Real Techniques Essential Foundation Brush, but it's this one right here, and I just take it in and do this number and tap it off. And I just pat it underneath my eye like that. Pat it and then smooth out the edges a little bit. I don't know, I feel like it helps a little bit. I like the way that it looks once everything is said and done. Today I'm using the Milani Baked Bronzer, and this is in 04 Glow, and that is what this looks like here. I'm just using this brush from BH Cosmetics. It's just an angled brush that I'm using right now for my bronzer. So I'm just going to get some on the brush, and I have to do the fish face. I'm really sorry if that's cliche. I just don't know any other way to place this where I need to. But just kind of go, you know, under and back towards my ear, and then I just do into my hairline around on the same side. I do on the same side, you know, while I have the brush out. And this is a really nice bronzer. It does have a little bit of a shimmer to it, but it is nothing that makes you look like disco bally or anything. I just think it adds a little bit of extra depth that I don't mind at all. I like it. Just gonna make sure it's all, I guess that it's just kind of where, I don't know, I think it's supposed to be, or how I think it's supposed to look. The next thing I'm going to be doing is putting on my blush, and today I am using this Physicians Formula Happy Booster in pink. This is gorgeous. I love this. It's a mixture of a lot of different pinks, like a light pink, a darker pink, a hot pink, and it has a little bit of a shimmer to it, not a whole lot, but I'm using my favorite blush brush from Real Techniques, and it is the Real Techniques blush brush. Amazingly, that's what it's called. Okay, and I'm just gonna, and this is very, very pigmented, so, I mean, I barely tap this and, or tap this into the blush. Just apply it to the apples of my cheeks. And then back. A little bit more. Like I said, it does have some shimmer in it, but it doesn't have so much shimmer in it that it makes you, you know, glittery, disco-y looking. And then, even though that does have a little bit of shimmer, I still like to take a little bit of a highlighter, but one that doesn't have a lot of highlight to it, if that makes sense. I take one, I'm using this one from Bare Minerals. This is the Illuminating Touch-Up Veil, but it's just in the color Translucent. That's what the back looks like. And that's what it looks like. There's really not a lot going on with this, but, and I'm using a BH Cosmetics, this other small angled brush, but when you put a little bit on, it adds just enough to your cheekbones that it's just a little bit of an extra shimmer, a little bit of an extra just kind of lightness, I guess that's what it is, like reflective quality that, you know, looks nice. Top of my cheeks, on the top of the blush, right there, and then I always go down my nose with it. I have no idea why I do that, but I do. The face is pretty much done. I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette is what I'm going to use today. This is a really beautiful palette. It has a lot of really great neutrals. There's just such a good mix. If you have a chance to get this, it's really, really gorgeous. I highly recommend it. You can make a lot of different looks with this. One is I'm going to use my primer, and this is just the Milani Eyeshadow Primer. It's very inexpensive. You can get it from the drugstore, Target, Walmart, you know, wherever you can find Milani. It just comes out in this is what it looks like here. So I'm just going to put a little bit on each eyelid. It does hold on to your shadow pretty well, and I don't have any issues with it at all. So I would highly recommend this if you guys are looking for an inexpensive eyeshadow primer to try out. Okay, now we're going to get into the palettes. And I just got in my Ipsy bag, which I really, really like. It is so cute. This is from Elizabeth Mott, and it is just the all-over shadow brush. It's kind of flat and just really pretty and pink, which I really like. So the first color that I'm actually going to go in with today, Silk Teddy. That is this shade right here. Just going to get some on my brush. And we're going to do this all over the lid. And this is just a pretty light, you know, kind of color. So I'm just gonna pat that on all over like that. It does have a shimmer or, you know, a luminescence to it. It's definitely not matte, so just keep that in mind. But it's really, really beautiful, and it fits well with this palette and these shadows. That's just what I'm putting all over the lid. This color right here called Push Up, which is really pretty. So I'm gonna use that. It's just kind of a, it's almost like a red toned brown. Real Techniques by Nicole Chapman. This is in that set that they have at Ulta that I got, and this is just the base shadow brush. So it's nice and fluffy and very soft. So I'm gonna use that to go into the crease now on each eye. I'm just going to kind of work that back and forth. Again, I am not a makeup artist, professional, semi-professional. I probably really shouldn't even be amateur. I'm probably below amateur. But anyway, this is not a tutorial. I am just showing you guys what I do every day. And if you pick up something that, you know, you like or you want to try, then, you know, great and wonderful. But if not, you know, you can make fun of me. And then we'll do the other eye. This is a really, really soft brush. I actually recommend picking this up if you get a chance from Ulta. Those brushes are really, really nice. I think those sort of semi-match. So I'm not going to do anything too dramatic with any kind of outer corner color or anything like that today. I am going to take this small, this is the e.l.f. Professional Eye Crease Brush. I think these are $1 at Walmart. They work really well. I'm actually going to take this in the color Chocolate Martini. That is this color right here, Chocolate Martini, and I'm going to just get a little bit on the end of this brush, tap it off. And if you've been with me or watching me for any amount of time, you know that I don't use eyeliner. I just don't have good success with it. I don't care for it, but I do use shadow a lot of times as just a soft kind of smudgy liner look. Your fingers are really good for going back in and kind of blending and getting things that you want to look a little bit softer. Sometimes you can have the softest brush, but you can't get that subtlety that you're looking for. If you use your finger to go in and do it, sometimes that's all it takes. So I did that along the top lash line, and then I'm going to take a little bit more and do it underneath the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and do my other eye now. Okay, and I am sort of starting to look like a human, I think, a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go in with this color up here at the top. It's called Heaven. It's just, you know, a basic, and I know I probably should use a brush for this, but I'm just going to use my hand, my finger to kind of place it under my eyebrow a little bit and blend that down just so there'll be a little bit of a distinction up there. And I'm also going to put it in my inner corner just to brighten it up. Just a little bit, nothing, you know, major or, you know, earth-shattering, just, you know, little touches like that. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is go in with my mascara. Today I'm using my Armani Eyes To Kill mascara that I got from Maria. She's Miss Delaware. I can't remember the numbers, but I'll list her information below. I won this in a contest that she was offering, and I am so super grateful to her. But anyway, so this is what the wand looks like on this. I like it. I don't have a problem with it at all. I've heard Tiffany on Makeup by Tiffany D talking about this mascara quite a bit, that it's one of her all-time favorites, so I was excited to try it. So let me stop talking because I cannot talk and do mascara at the same time. So that is one coat, well, sort of 1.5 coats, I guess. I like it. I think that looks pretty good. And I mean, I really actually like this. It's a great mascara. I usually never have to do more than one coat, maybe just a little bit of touch up. The formula is great. It's not too wet. It's not too sticky. Once it dries, it does not flake. For the price tag, I would hope it wouldn't. I want to hang on to every bit I can get. My eyelashes are pretty long anyway. They're not super dark, but they are pretty long. And they're pretty thick on their own. So when I find a good mascara that really just kind of enhances that, it makes it nice. So this is definitely one of them, and I am so glad I got to try this mascara because I have a feeling that when this runs out, I may actually have to pay for it myself, which, ouch, because it's pretty expensive. But, you know, beauty is pain. Isn't that how the saying goes? I don't know. I don't know if I'm into all that or not, but we'll see how much I actually like it once this is all said and done. I don't like my lashes to look spidery. I don't like to be able to see the separation in my lashes. I like it to just be, you know, volumized and uniform and pretty straight across. So that is the eye look for today. So last thing I have to do is my lips, and you guys know I'm all getting used to wearing actual lipstick, which I'm actually having fun doing. So anyway, I have, this is the Color Whisper. I picked this up on the recommendation of Mary Allison at a Love Tarte. I've mentioned her before. I know she probably thinks I am some crazy, I don't know what, that mentions her in like every other video. I've picked up a lot of tips from her that are just basic and simple and inexpensive, and this is one of them. So this is the Color Whisper in Pink Possibilities. That's what this looks like here. Just really pretty, just Your Lips But Better pink, kind of. I'll show you guys. Isn't it amazing when you put like color on your lips, how all of a sudden your face sort of looks put together, sort of. But anyway, this is a beautiful shade. This is called Pink Possibilities against the Maybelline Color Whisper. And it is just, like I said, it's a Your Lips But Better kind of color. And there's a swatch of that right there. I mean, it's just a really, really beautiful, gorgeous pink. I really, really like it. obviously you guys know I have to have a gloss. So this is the Rimmel, my favorite glosses, the Rimmel Stay 3D Glossy Glosses. This one is in the color, let's see. This one is in the color Eternal Flirt. And, let's see if I can swatch this for you guys. It's just a pretty, you know, it's just a really pretty pink. It's just pretty much just a light pink with a little bit of shimmer. And I'm going to put that over the top of that. We are done, people. So, I don't know how this looks to you guys. I don't, like I said, don't claim to know a whole lot about makeup application or putting it on. Most everything that I'm doing, I'm picking up from y'all here on YouTube, or, you know, people who just, I think, have natural kind of looking makeup that I can relate to. This video obviously is going to be a little bit longer than it actually takes me. Only from start to finish, my makeup takes, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes. And I can be out the door in 5 if I need to, by cutting out a lot of the stuff that I do not have to do every day. But for the most part, this is pretty much it. You know, sometimes I'll take my brush and just kind of make sure that it's, you know, kind of where it needs to be. And that's it. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, or at least some sort of like a good laugh and something to entertain you guys. So either way, it was fun to do. It's kind of fun to see your face go from 0 to, you know, 1.5 maybe. But anyway, like I said, my major problems always have been the dark circles underneath my eyes. Those I don't think are ever going to go away. But, you know, I can do my best to try to mask them with different things. And this is just the technique that I've come up with. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are still here until the end, and if you stayed around to see me transform into something that's not like completely a crazy looking person, I really appreciate it. I would love to hear your comments and thoughts and suggestions below. This has been a lot of fun to make, and I've really enjoyed conversing with you guys a little bit and letting you see what goes into my face on most days anyway. And I really appreciate you watching. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much. If you have been with me from the beginning, or if you have already subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support, and I hope that you guys have a fantastic afternoon. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.